You know you're in danger when Stephen Gray catches and shoots. Doesn't even think about it, just goes straight up.
Vernon Teal creating space, got it to Hamilton. It's out of bounds and it stays with LMU.
I believe Will Foster not only changed that shot, I think he blocked that shot.
Kelly Olynyk and Sacre along with Mengistu or Rupp checking in for Gonzaga. Bolden and Goodson remain in the game. It's Dubois working on a Rupp into the paint. And he gets it to fall. Nice bucket by Dubois.
He calculated his move. He saw Manny getting the middle to him, and he took it to the middle. And then you like what you saw, too. He stopped and pulled up for that little mid-range jumper.
Boy, that was a nice job there by Sacre posting up and getting position. Hamilton had no choice but to follow him. Or to foul him here.
Well, the initial break that Gonzaga runs is exactly that. 0-0 gets down as far as he can and draws and sets in the lane and tries to get you to pass the ball to him.
Here's Bolden with it. Viney is there defensively. Olynyk rattles in the three. Boy, those are weapons. Those are real weapons for Gonzaga. 6'11", able to pop out, bury the three.
With ease.
Yeah.
Did he look like it was like effortless for Kelly to do that? And Kelly's not been shooting the ball that well, so that'll help his confidence.
Dubois with 2 more for LMU. And that cuts it to an 8-point game. Gonzaga 3 of 3 from behind the arc. That shot by Olynyk, and Gray has hit 2 as well.
Robert's got great position, but somebody left Meach wide open.
Goodson trying to use the glass and hit it too hard. Here's Teal. They'll shoot free throws. Foul called on Matt Bolden. That'll be number 1 on Bolden. And that is 14 fouls now on Gonzaga.
Well, if I tell you where Vernon Teal's from, you'll understand why he can play basketball. He's a playground type of player, so that gives you a hint. Somewhere in New York, right? Jamaica, Queens, New York City. So he's got a lot of junk in his trunk that he brings. But I like it. I love the way the young man plays.
Sure.
And he had a big game against the Zags last time.
27 points.
But it was off a lot of steals at half court where he got a lot of layups. He made a lot, but man, credit the guy for playing some defense. But he put that team on his back and kept up the Lions in it.
Olynyk looking to go a little high-low to Sacre, but it wasn't there. Here's Bolden driving, got it to Goodson on the baseline, and the defensive foul. This will be on Dubois, a block. That's number 2 on Jared Dubois, and 4 on LMU.
Well, the one thing that you can always tell that about Mac's good teams, again, is how they play tough. And that's the first thing he wanted to change here was the mental aspect and make them play tough. And he's an East Coast guy, so he's gonna instill that in you. And he doesn't want his teams to back down to anyone. And I tell you what, it was a tough season last year when he took over for Bill Bano halfway through as interim coach. But now it's his team. I am very proud of what they've accomplished. 13-13, 4-6, when they've been at the bottom of the WCC.
Stephen Gray off the bench for Bolden, missing the 3, and it's LMU basketball. Gonzaga now 5 of their last 9 from the field. They started 3 of 8. They lead it by 7.
Well, they scored on 8 straight possessions before that miss.
Field to Hamilton, stripped away by Gray, grabbed by Calipindi, and a reset by LMU. Viney lost it, picked up by Goodson. Fans here at Gersten wanting a travel on Goodson. Thought he dragged that pivot through. Here's the Rock driving, back to Stephen Gray. Look at Goodson just kind of hovering down the baseline. Here's Calipindi with a steal. To Teal, lay-in. So Given Calipindi in off the bench for Jared Dubois, who's out with 2 personal fouls, and right away he's doing nice things for LMU.
Well, the Zags were trying to force feed the post that time to Zachary. He had 2 guys on him, Calipindi on the top side, Viney on the bottom side. You can't force a pass in there.
Arap, 17 feet, and he buries it, his first points of the game. There's Viney working on Olynyk. And now he needs help. Got it to Teal. Well, that was a rough pass to handle by Viney. 10:44 to play first half. Gonzaga leading it by 7, 24-17. A little defense by LMU. Calipindi, Vernon Teal. Gonzaga leads by 7. And welcome back, Kevin Young and head coach Max Good. Not enjoying one another right now, Craig.
It's like a father-son relationship, though. I mean, you're never going to be on the same page a lot of times, and they'll get it straightened out. Kevin Young's a vital part of this team, and Coach Good knows that, and he's going to say what he has to keep the discipline factor going. And Kevin Young will be a guy that he'll stand up and say what he wants to say, but he understands that Coach Good's in charge.
Kevin Young, though, has got to keep it in control a little better than that.
Yeah, that little exchange. I'm just saying.
You can't yell at the coach like that. That's not going to get you anywhere.
No, that's a breakdown in the line of authority. If a coach doesn't have the authority over the players, and the players, what you just saw happens like Kevin Young, then there will always be a question mark whether this team is disciplined or not, whether they run what the coach has or not. Something that the Zags do very well, Greg. Steven misses a nice little jumper, but, they take great team shots. Right now, they've had 7 different players score in the first 9 minutes. They share the ball as well as anyone in this conference.
Wow, that was a great snag there by Larry Davis, number 33 for LMU. I didn't think he'd get to that ball. Brought it right in front of us. Davis in the game for LMU. There's Viney. 8 on the shot clock. Calipindi got it to Teal. Teal driving at the free throw line, left it. Davis buries a 3. Near the buzzer, that's a big bucket, cuts it to 4.
Anytime you can get penetration, and Vernon Teal got the penetration, the defense will turn your head. And Davis, in desperation, had to shoot that one. It was good for him.
Elias Harris, here's Bolden. That one rattles out, kept alive by Gray. But LMU now with it. Driving, Davis. Thought about reversing it on the far side, but then had to reverse it on the near side. Arap. Manquisto, Arap buries it from the wing. That's a big bucket for Gonzaga, back to 7.
Yeah, I talked to him. He wants to be known as Pisto Arap.
Pisto.
No, he's Manny. That's Manny, and Manny's, I tell you what, he's garnered more minutes on the playing time because of what he does out on the floor. If he gets a little bit more offense, he could even get more time.
Kicked by Sacre. And Will Foster checking back in, and Sacre going to go to the bench. So it appears that Sacre and Foster now getting into this rotation, getting into a good rhythm with it now. Sure.
Yeah, and again, you're protecting Robert because he plays so aggressively and is able to, he sometimes has a lapse probably when he draws quick fouls. So if you can get Will in there to change shots and play defensively, he's been a big part of why the Gonzaga defense since that USF loss has picked up too. He's changed a lot of shots and blocks a lot of shots.
Calipindi trying it from deep 3 and well short on that shot. And if you hear people chanting air ball, don't worry, it's not the hometown fans doing that. There are that many Gonzaga fans in this building tonight.
Gonzaga traveling well.
They always do. There's Harris. And now a 3-second call. May have been on Foster, not really sure. And Craig, Gonzaga maybe not in sync offensively like we've seen them over the last 4 or 5 games. 5 of their 10 field goals have been 3-pointers.